And we are back. We're back. Let's see. I can't close this out for another 4 minutes. Damn it. Oh, that's annoying. We're back. I ran the MSFS or MFS tool. So hopefully all the caches have been cleared now. I also actually ran GSX update. So hopefully GSX won't be causing any issues, which I don't think that was the cause of it, but they've been releasing like an update a day, so it is possible. Either way, we're back. That's the main thing. Does this feel right? This does, right, I think. Either way, I'll open up Moza real quickly just to verify. And then in a few moments, so I'll go ahead and restart NewSky. Well, close out the NewSky flight. Oh, good. Good. And of course, Moza's not responding now. Here. That's not ideal. We gotta get RAS up. Alright. Moza. Fine, Moza. Close you. Moza cockpit. Still feels good. Right. Make sure the correct profile is running. Alright, let's get back in. At Faro. Now, it might take the sim a few minutes to rebuild it to cache, so I'm expecting some choppy frames, but that's perfectly fine. I needed to rebuild cache than do what we just had and what we had yesterday. Alright, go back to the end. 206. The one thing that it did not clear out, or the one thing that I don't, did I have it? I don't think I had it. I did not have it clear out these scenery indexes. But that's fine. Connect. And then I'm gonna quickly update the Simbury flight plan, and then NewSky will, in a few moments, will allow me to close it in 1 minute. So obviously we're gonna need an extra few minutes. Edit flight. Ready to fly. Oh, I can feel this going a little smoother already. Alright, external power on, the batteries on. Crew supply. Alright. Let me just refile this flight plan on VATSIM. Get Navgraph back up. And let me just verify that the correct profile is running. There we go. Alright, I believe we're back up and running now. It is going... Oh my word, this is so much better. Let me go ahead and quickly adjust that. Fix that from that, and then... do that. Alright. Now, it's going to be a little bit stuttery, just because it's rebuilding some of the caches. But that's fine, honestly. I beg your pardon? There we go. Just clear out those errors. Alright. Tapped import, mass imbalance, load aircraft fast. It's going to take us that long to get everything back up and running. Let me go ahead and rebook this flight. My awards. European detour. $7.25. Yeah, that's fine. 25-minute delay is what this is causing. All right, FMGC, init, request. Yeah, I feel like this is doing a little bit better. Oh yeah, it's doing so much better. I mean, does it have the occasional micro stutter? Yes, but it's for the that's exactly what I needed to do. That's exactly what I needed to clear out the shader cache, especially I think is what that caused. All right, we are XNO. Oh. All right. AirNott 35 Papa with the radio check, please. Could I get a radio check, please, for AirNott 35 Papa? Did you turn on your radio? Yeah, it should be showing on mine. It's showing fine on mine. Maybe flight's not up. Maybe that has something to do with it. It should be on 122.8 automatically. Could I get a radio check, please, for AirNott 35 Papa? I mean, it's saying I'm fine right here, and yeah, it's saying I'm fine right here, and AirNott 35 Papa radio check. Just check that your radio panel is set up.
Iberia 3 Romeo radio check.
I got you 5x5, how me? Damn. Microphone. Alright, how about that? 3-5 Papa ready to check now? AirNott 35 Papa, ready to check. Gonna verify your headset real quickly. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm fairly certain that it's not me. Or what if I were to use VF number 2? I'm not restarting the sim again. At least I hope not. You have to restart the sim again. I'm calling after the night. Alright. AirNott. I know that's working. AirNott 35 Papa with a ready check, please. I know that it was working for me. So I were to do that. AirNott 35 Papa with a radio check, please. Yeah, I know it's not. I know it's fine for me because it's actually a way to do a radio to test the radios. So. Alright. Anyway, cost index 4.7. Oh, fuck. Damn it, it's annoying. This overrode it. Cruising 19,000 feet. Cruising 190. Flight plan. Runway 10, Euro for Fox. And fully there now, yay. Flight plan, or sorry, fuel prepare 55.4 over 62.9. Mine has me going only to 190. You're going to LEMI, right? So Mercia, right? Lima Echo Mike India. Okay. Oh, actually, how far is it? Is the question. Oh, what the hell? Why on earth? 400 miles. 390. What the hell? I mean, it's 400 miles away, I think. You know what? We're annoying. AirNott 35 Papa, ready to check, please.
Read you 5x5.
Thank you. Told you. Hit me that person. We'll be out of here in a moment. Let me just get some first performance in the meantime. It's all good. You thought you were fine, based on it working previously. So on the bright side, everyone, GSX. I ran a GSX update. So, all right. Grumpy's most likely departing at QNH 1020, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. The crazy thing is that I just had to update it this week. Yeah, 1020.060 degrees 6. And yeah. Yeah, just in the chaos, I just decided to quickly do a GSX update because the issues only happened after GSX broke. Alright. Looking good. Right now I'll just go initial climb 6. It's level 60. Alright. GSX do not fail me this time. Huh. It's like the third time I've done GSX updates this week. Just to say it.
Hello, Captain.
Grumpy's been absolutely roasting me over GSX updates. And finally, like, yeah, let me just begin to do those. Alright. Let's do temp 6, 7. Speeds are 128, 128, 131.
Departure checks completed. Bypass been inserted.
Last one. Forward traffic, AirNott 385 Papa, stand 26, push and start facing west. Forward traffic. Oh, Grumpy's driving to Gatwick already. Excuse me. Nose left, tail right. Yeah, this appears to be working a little bit better.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
All good. I appreciate that. Beacon's on. Yeah, GSX is definitely working a little bit better now. Just apparently the GSX guy doesn't know anything about software testing. Yeah, this here is much more kind of like what I'd expect.
Please set parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Confirm that.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Here.
Forward traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo is taxiing runway 10 via Echo Papa. Forward traffic.
Okay. Beacons are on. Let's get taxi lights on. Let's do a flight controls check. Flight controls, full down. Full up. Full left.
Disconnected. Bypass bin.
Full right.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Alright. Let's see. Let's get the other radars on. Yeah, the sim's behaving a whole lot better now. And it is still a little weird, but I mean it's doing better. I can tell. So Fire traffic, AirNott 35 Papa, taxiing now, holding point Papa for runway 10 via Alpha and Papa. We will give way to the departing A320 Neo. Fire traffic.
Don't go.
Keep lead off. There's some ever so slightly tiny micro stutters, but that's fine. That's a no factor issue. Hear ya. It's most likely the sim rebuilding the scenery indexes, if I had to guess. Well, actually, I didn't clear out the scenery indexes, even though I should one of these days. Actually, now a good time to clear out the scenery indexes, actually. By the way, there is a tool out there on flightsim.to, which I just used for the first time ever, and it appears to have done its job. Sure, you saw it. And it does this stuff automatically for you. And it does it for both Microsoft for both FS 2024 and 2020, if you have both. But it clears out stuff like the shader cache. It clears out the sim rolling cache. Right. It'll clear out all that. Where are you? Oh, I see now. Sorry. Autobrick max. Is it? Is it Flight 100? I thought it was Where are you going to? You're going to see me. That's weird. My SID is the Narak 4 Fox departure, which is saying up at above 3,000. Oh wait. It's yeah, it's 5060 or above. Go up to 1900 yard in comparison to where we are going, and then I'll make the decision. Just verify that I actually started NewSky end. Oh shit. That's supposed to hold there. No, whatever. Yeah. Oh, this thing feels good.
Traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo is taking off runway 10 via the Newark for Foxtrot departure. Initial climb flight level 100. Fire traffic.
Far traffic behind the departing Liberia A320 Neo AirNott 35 Papa lining up runway 24 behind. Far traffic. Probably driving into Gatwick. That's why he's not with us right now. Right, let's run. Are all on good. There he goes. You were here for a whole hour and a bit. Thanks, Mike System.
Approaching 10. On runway 10.
I gotta say the lift lights are a tad off. I think I knew that. There he goes. There he goes. I gotta map that to an overhead view. Oh wait, first call out.
For our traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo is airborne passing 2,700.
Alright. Go ahead and give it another minute.
On runway 10.
Yeah, I'm aware.
On runway 10.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'll go ahead and just wait until he's at the 10-mile mark. And then I'll depart. It happens. It happens. It happens to the best of us.
On runway 10.
Yeah, I
On
know.
runway 10.
Yeah, I know. For our traffic, you're not 35, Papa, take off now, runway 10. Nimrak for Foxtrot departure. Initial climb 6,000. For our traffic. Right now, you should be able to go a little faster than I am. Alright. Manflex 67, SRS green, auto thrust blue. Airspeed alive. One and rotate. Let's redo that. Grab that crab. Good.
For our traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo, further climb now, flight level 210 for our traffic.
Foreign traffic, you're not 35, Papa, now airborne, out runway 10, passing now altitude 1,900 feet, climbing now flight level 210, for our traffic. I'll just hand fly for the moment. My ATA has an 8:40 Zulu arrival time, which means I'm gonna go a little higher than that, I think. Standard pressure. You're going 3-1. Yeah, I can respect that. Yeah, I agree. I can agree with that analysis. See you, Grumpy. By the way, GSX is finally updated. We're off to this place, and we're off to Gibraltar. So yeah, Grumpy, I will see you Tuesday. Happy Easter. Well, it was part of it was an issue that I was having, so I just determined, quickly update it. I've not seen the new stuff, but I only use GSX for pushback, so it's kind of annoying to me that I have to update it because they added new features and they didn't test them. But yeah, whatever. Can't do anything about it. Traffic AirNott 35, Papa climbing now, flight level 310, traffic. I think you said 4 Zulu Tuesday? 4 Zulu, and then, yeah, I think we said 4 Zulu Tuesday. Grumpy's going out of Gatwick, I'm going out of Heathrow, most likely. Yeah, of course. Anyone is free to join. I'm going to be in the A350-1000. Grumpy's going to be in the A340-600. I will be in... I think I'm going out of Heathrow. He'll be going out of Gatwick. Well, only if you're... Right, you can join, but you can't fly the A380 because Baltimore is simply not big enough. And we have 2 people flying now. That's right, 3 people flying. Plus or minus Joanna. So that would make 4. Right. That's funny. That's actually funny.
For traffic, Iberia 3 Papa, final call, wrong. Iberia 3 Romeo, final call, climbing now, flight level 310 for our traffic.
Yeah, it's nice. With that said, though, I can't guarantee I'm not going to have to release an update here soon. I still need to figure out my VMR issue. I'm going to steal David's VMR, and I might just paste my textures into his and then rename it. Because his file structure is properly working. And mine, despite it being nearly identical, mine somehow is not. So... That said, though, the textures are all fine. So... And Fry, out of curiosity, what's your cruising speed? Just for my planning. ET is in an hour. Wonder what Shimano is. 0.78, thank you. No, I'll maintain 0.78 or less. That'll be my plan. Oh, I'm bloody peckish again. I mean, you go upstairs and cook another thing during this flight. Trying not to, though. So, So far, so I've had the stick for this the third day using the new stick. So far, thoughts. It's massively overpriced. That said, though, that doesn't mean it's not worth it. Right? It feels a whole lot better than this toy. Um, yeah, I do need to pull up a bit. It felt a whole lot better than this toy, than the TCA. It feels good, but I still need to get used to it. I still need to spend some time getting used to it, and that's partially why we're doing the tour. Gets us looking a little bit better. Oh, that thing is a neat toy. No offense, by the way. Yeah. Oh, what? Where's that versus asymmetrical? You think we're talking that? It's alright then. I might have to recalibrate that. If you can find the $900 to get the Mosa, I can I understand. I understand the feeling, try. Though I say that, but at the same time though, I also find that getting the equipment makes it infinitely times better. So right, I mean, you can start off with the wing control yoke and the wing control throttles, and that for about roughly $350, that gets you everything you need to start out. Is it perfect? No, but it gets you what you need, and allows you to have a small little setup. So, I'm gonna go with the iOS, regardless of what the winds are. Even if the winds are, I mean, it's variable tune ups. I'm going iOS. Good. I'm sorry. I just got to go iOS on this. Rivals. I'm gonna go straight from Palos to Charlie Fox 2-3. Right now it's variable 2 knots, so unless the winds change in the next hour or so. Yeah, unless the winds change within the next hour or so, it'll be fine. That is a good point, Ben. Morning, Joanna. We're working on your tour. Yes, Gibraltar is going to be fully visual, and that'll be interesting. Or not. The Gibraltar will be in a few minutes. Will be like an hour. Well, an hour and a half. 2 hours at least. Joanna, I think I figured out my issue yesterday. I blame it partially on GSX, actually. So I just ran a GSX update, and I almost just had another incident like we had yesterday, and I ran a GSX update. Then I also ran the tool to clear out all the caches and everything, and now everything's fixed. But it just happened to me. which is why it says part 2 on the stream. I partially blame GSX. I don't know if that was a full issue, but I do partially blame it. GSX was at least broken for me because it wasn't pushing back in the Phoenix correctly. It was confused, but I just ran the GSX update in between the previous stream and this one to help fix some issues in it. It's working a little bit better. And all my caches also got cleared as well in the process. So hopefully, knock on wood, it works and doesn't stutters. Yeah, I tend to agree. GSX has caused some issues in the past, so. But I only use GSX for pushback now. I don't. Well, pushback and ground handle. That's about it. Pushback and parking. See, I can never park the triple correctly. Oh yes, Joanna, we have a slight change of plans Tuesday morning. Grumpy's gonna go out of Gatwick. I'm going out of Heathrow. We're adding a Baltimore to Gatwick route. Yeah, that's the plan. And I'll be taking the A350-1000, which I figured out one of my issues with. With the screens being so shit, so to figure out the refresh rate up that to 60. And then Grumpy's gonna be in the A340-600, which I'm tempted to buy actually. I mean, the texturing I can probably get away with. Yes. A plane you are not in love with. So for you, Ben, I guess it would be the 777 or something. Or if you wanted to be dangerous, you could just load the the default A321neo fully up, and it'd be fine. I've done the A320, but you might have to do some illegal NewSky mid-air refueling on the A321neo. I can't wait for the A321 XLR. That thing will be nice. So Joanna, I purchased another grater about an hour ago. I purchased the black one, like what's in the A350-1000. Yes, I'm getting another color because I think it's gonna match it a little better with what I have going on. Plus having a spirit creator hand wouldn't be bad. Yeah, it does a little. A little. I need to... he was, but that's for FSLTL, right? So that's... Right, it's not like an actual livery you can use. It's just like a flight model with painted with his letters on it. So... It's not a whole model, if you know what I mean. I don't think so. Oh wait, there is a singular A330 or A330-900, but unless you're using it on X-Plane, I'm not gonna make one. and I'm not going to advise you make one either until it's decent. Until the headwinds improves a little bit more, then unfortunately we're stuck without a decent A330. Hopefully Phoenix will do that next. I mean, it wouldn't be hard for them to do that next. But Fry, you realize that the flight deck of it's not true to real life, right? That's my deal breaker. I'm gonna get the A340 at some point as well, just not now. Well, actually, maybe I might get it at some in the near future. Kind of waiting for Grumpy I'm kind of waiting for Grumpy to tell me it's good enough for me to buy. But at the same time, I'm kind of tempted just to buy it and then allow him to tell me when to use it. He's not listening. I know for a fact because he said buy earlier. Right. But I'm also kind of tempted to see, can I live with it, right? But at the same time, I don't want to. Because I use the localizer to help get lined up properly on the runway, in comparison to what NewSky actually judges you by. So not just the texturing of the runway, but the actual localizer helps pretty significantly. And it also tells me, is this a little to the right, is it a little to the left? Which Faro is usually a little... The physical runway of Faro is usually a little to the left. So... No, good question. I have 285 miles to run, but I'm going to actually adjust that. Because the plan is I'm just going to go direct from Palos to Charlie Fox 23, maybe with some extended little vectors here. Not doing anything else. See elevation here. Fine. You're at 310, right? And you're connected to VATSIM? You are. I don't know why I can't see you. And the weird thing is that I could see you just fine on my or when you were departing. So this thing is TCAS working correctly? No, that's true because you were only a few miles behind me earlier in the A350-1000, and I couldn't see you, but yet you could see me. I wonder if Microsoft's temporarily broken TCAS. I know that anybody's been having TCAS issues, and so is Aerosoft. It still shouldn't matter though. It should be picking it up directly from vPilot. It should, right? I mean, it's showing you as Liberia, just fine. It was showing you earlier, right? But the interface to the aircraft, I wonder if they've broken that somehow. Very possible. That'd be nice. Even though I don't fly freight, so yes, I am. Oh, am I accidentally gonna violate? Well, theoretically, we're already violating Spanish airspace, right? Because we're flying out of Spain. At least if we're not being too stupid, which I might be, but theoretically, we're already violating their airspace, right? Because we're flying literally out of Spain to Gibraltar, right? I'm gonna try not to. Is it still 09 for Gibraltar, or is it something else? Have the winds changed? You know. Yeah, it'll be 09. 0 degrees 1 4 knots. It'll have to be 09. All right, I almost turned my 2-3 insert from Palos. You know, show me the train actually. This is some high elevation here. I find it interesting. I'm gonna do some pilot waypoints like I did last time. That should hopefully keep me out of trouble. But we must knock out this lake first and hopefully not have a complete crater like I just did into a Faro. A Faro went horrendously wrong. Eyeballing it also works. I'm gonna eyeball it on the approach, or once I'm like short final. Oh, there you are. You're back on this. Showing about 19. I mean, once I'm short final, I'm gonna eyeball it. There's no Pappies at Gibraltar, is there? I don't think so. There are. There are Pappies. Right? I think there's Pappies anyway. It'll be a true test for the Moza. And for me. But anyway, we're gonna try not to have a Faro. Jana, I assume that you can take a look at how bad it was if you roll to the final 30 minutes of the previous stream. You'll see it was minus 547 feet per minute. It was by definition a crater. And it was me under flaring because the sticks, because I'm not used to the stick. So here's a massive under flare. How happy is it? 3-degree angle. All right, so that's fine. That works. So yeah, I'll mostly eyeball it. I haven't looked at the charts yet. I'm gonna mostly eyeball it. But of course, on the approach, though, I'll deal with it. And Joanna, you might have to help me out with the pilot waypoints. It's been a while. It's been a really long time since I've listed any pilot waypoints. Okay, my top descent is no clue actually. Data second page. Yes, here it is. then place heading. Yeah, place heading distance, and then code, and then you can just reference it in there. Thank you. Not very asymmetrical again. Yeah, that's what I do. I know that there's other things you can do. No, hang on. NewSky's gonna hate me for this, and I don't care. Well, it's not going to. I'm gonna quickly recalibrate these throttles. Or not. That's fine now. Just, weird. Bearing always, yep. I always do bearing like that anyway. I always do it like that. Fry, you're off my brother. You're off my TCAS again. Yeah, it was. Arguably, it should have gone around, but I didn't want to. Somehow, though, it gave me a higher score than I thought it would. Oh yeah, that approach is incredible. Doesn't quite tie your Shire, but it was still beautiful. Fry, you were there for that, right? The incredible view landing at the end of the pole to pole. Yeah, no, that one's incredible. All right. What's my estimated landing weight? 4.8 tons of fuel. Add that to a 0 fuel weight of 5.4, 1819. Let's get the math on it. What comes first? I think go 300. 5.4. .8. $60.2 is the estimated landing weight, which compared to 62.5 should be fine. Are we under maximum landing weight now? Is actually a better question. We are. Like that would have been an easier way to look. If I had looked at that, I would have immediately known. Didn't have to do the math. Oh well, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, and we all know that. So. descent is at time 2-1. That's not factoring in. Well, actually, I need to know something. Yeah, if I was smart, that is. I should be fine to go direct Charlie Fox. Yeah, I should be fine to go direct Charlie Fox 2-3. I should be. I have the train radar if I need it, but I'm just gonna go direct. Wait, what? There we go. Charlie Fox 2-3. That'll be that one, I think. 30 north. Yeah, well, it will. And then go an altitude of 3,000 feet there. Go speed 170 knots at 3,000. What? One 190 or 170 3,000. Right. There we go. Now that's gonna work. Top descent is in 4 minutes. Alright. What's the weather looking like? Variable 2 knots. Great, that's not helpful. Unit 1025. If I were to put that in the correct location. Temperature 17. Borrow is 843. And the wind is variable 2 knots. So 3000 is 2. Yeah, I just did it. Wait. Are you talking about since the time that I just updated GSX to now? There's there's another one. Is that what you're saying? Because I just updated GSX in the middle of all the chaos. Okay, that's what I have. But that's what I just updated too, and it fixes issues in the Phoenix. So that does fix issues in the Phoenix, which are issues, significant issues as well. Let's see. Transition flight level 65. I could use Grumpy to send me his file for this. The things to fix it. Yeah, I know. Their updates take forever to do that. It takes like 3 or 4 minutes, depending on how bad it is. Yeah, sure, I'll go for that full. Alright, I'll begin to send in about... give me 5 minutes. It would just help if they actually were to do some kind of software testing, though, compared to what it appears they're doing, though, because, I mean, the Phoenix was broken in terms of push. So it kind of helped us that they were just I don't know, do some testing. Do something even remotely thorough. So... Again, you know what? Real quickly. It's fine though. The annoying part is that it's a metric pain in the arse to okay, I'll do that on the ground. I'll fix it on the ground. I'm gonna replug it the throttles. The D10's fully enabled, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, take a look at the throttles on the ground. I'll do a plugin. It's working. They're working all right for right now, and the bus will tell me. That is the one thing that is one of those nice things about the Boeing. It doesn't care that much about this stuff. But of course, the bus requires the throttles to be in a certain position and for the throttles to stay there the entire flight. And I know there's a firmware update as well, so maybe I'll run that whilst we get the thing ready. I mean, my laptop's in my bag, but that's a quick and easy thing to do. Actually, let me quickly grab the laptop, prepare it, and then once I get on the ground, we can work it. We can do it. Just give me one moment. The one from days ago. The one from days ago. I think I've only done maybe 1 or 2 firmware updates on the throttles entirely. But MobiFlight, or sorry, the McDo's and FMC, I've had to do a fair number of those. All right, Fry, you should be approaching your descent in a moment. Unless you're going the full arrival procedure, which then we might have a slight issue. But I'm not going to go that full arrival procedure. I'm just going direct from Palace to Charlie Fox 2-3. You're going vectors. Okay. I just have mine to go in direct like that. And then I might go some slight vectors to smooth out that churn, but yeah, at least that's my plan. Murcia, I think. I'm going with Murcia.
Murcia traffic on Iberia 3 Romeo descending out of flight level 310 for flight level 340. Murcia traffic.
In Murcia traffic, AirNott 35 Papa also beginning descent now, initially down to flight level 200. We will maintain separation with the arriving A320 Neo in front. Traffic. Initially down to 200. Murcia.
Murcia traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo is going to turn left now, heading 045. Murcia traffic.
Okay, that's not bad. I think I see what you're doing now. So you're about there. Murcia. Murcia. Ah, that makes sense. Oh, I see what you're doing now. Ah, that's smart. Murcia. 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 That's almost, it's almost easier just to spell it out. Lima Echo Mike India. It's almost easier to spell it out.
Murcia traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo further descent now, flight level 130. Murcia traffic.
It is a, as I say, as you see on. Okay, maybe they just weren't in the details. Yeah. See if that works a little better. Take some yoinky speed break. So you can expedite descent. Traffic, you're not 35 Papa. Expedite descent down to flight level 200. Traffic.
Murcia traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo is turning left now, heading 040. Murcia traffic.
Okay, is he getting it right, or is it or was I better with my quick guess? Murcia. Murcia. You said Murcia. I guess it's Murcia. Murcia traffic, AirNott. 35 Papa descending now. Flight level 150. Turning now, heading 040 degrees downwind. For the Isles approach runway 23. Murcia traffic. Murcia. Or I think I'm screwing up now. Down to 150. We can level off the descent a little bit more. Murcia. Or Murcia. I don't know. I don't know. Screw it. Keep these lights on before I forget. Yeah, better. Oh, Grumpy would. But he's not here. Easter plans, anyone? Because my plan is to go out for dinner tonight. Most likely get a nice bone-in ribeye. And relaxing tired day. So I get to be at work bright and early tomorrow. Well, not bright and early, but usual time. 2 in the afternoon. Yeah, neither do I. I'm just gonna go out for dinner with some family. Some family that just got back from the UK Thursday. Oh, back actually from Madrid. With a stop through Heathrow. Oh, sure. Yeah. I don't care about any of that religion guru anymore. Members of my family do, and I'm not going to stop other people from following it, but I just don't. No offense to anyone here. If you guys want to follow it, I mean, that's up to you. I don't. Alright. Traffic, you're not 35 Papa, descending now, flight level, flight level 70. Murcia traffic.
Murcia traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo, also further descent now, flight level 70, Murcia traffic.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm gonna reduce my speed now a little because I need to and Murcia traffic, you're not 35 Papa, reducing now speed to 50 knots. Murcia traffic. Right on time.
Murcia traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo, reducing 220 knots. Murcia traffic.
It's not as it's alright. There's some more beautiful areas, I think. Like, I'm trying to look for the field, and field should be right behind those mountains, I reckon. Should be right behind those mountains. Yeah. Maybe not. What's that airfield right there? Where's that mountain airfield?
Murcia traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo, turning left heading 010, Murcia traffic.
Yeah, unfortunately. Let me just level off here just so this aircraft can slow the fuck down. And actually, I'll just follow Ryan. Marcia traffic, AirNott 3-5 Papa, reducing now speed to 20 knots due to traffic separation. Still descending to an altitude of 7,000 feet. We'll extend our downwinds ever so slightly for traffic separation. Mercia traffic.
Mercia traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo, turning left heading 330, final descent now 4,000. Mercia traffic.
Oh, you're getting 4,000. I'm going to go down 3. So I'm going to descend to 4th. Let's descend to green total 4,000. It might actually be a good time for a few things of flaps. Or for one thing of flaps. Flaps win now. Mercia traffic, AirNott 385 Papa, turning now, heading 010 degrees. Down for the Alice approach runway 23, sending now altitude 5,000 feet. Mercia traffic.
Mercia traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo, turning left heading 270. Mercia traffic.
Should see him now.
And Mercia traffic correction, that's going to be heading 285 now. Mercia traffic. Mercia traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo, reducing now 200 knots. Mercia traffic.
Looking for him. Alright, lights are on. Good. Right. Just extend this out ever so slightly. And Mercia traffic, AirNott 385 Papa is going to reduce the now to speed 200 knots still established. Turning now with a heading of turning initially with a heading of 320 degrees. Mercia traffic.
Mercia traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo, turning left heading 250 to intercept the localizer runway 23. Mercia traffic.
Okay, this that's annoying. 200 knots. That's what I said. And I'm not confirmed. And Mercia traffic, AirNott 385 Papa is gonna turn now the heading of 270 degrees to establish on the Isles approach runway 23. Mercia traffic. Yeah, the other person try. And after I do a few minor things, I'll be off to Gibraltar. In case anyone wants to join. Though hopefully we actually have some parking spaces. And Mercia traffic, AirNott 385 Papa is reducing now speed 180 knots. Clear Dallas approach. Click the localized route. And Mercia traffic, you're not 3-5. Papa is descending out altitude 3,000 feet till established. Mercia traffic. Alright, go auto brake. Medium for this. Pressure's a tad high.
Mercia traffic, Iberia 9 Romeo is fully established on the ILS runway 23. Will maintain 200 knots until 6 DME. Mercia traffic.
200 knots until 6 GME. That's beyond my limit. I can do 170 knots until 5 or 160 until 4. Cannot do any more than that. No, freaking Baltimore, or freaking Potomac controller try to give me a 170 knots to maintain until 5 or maintain until 40. I mean, it's absolutely not. Absolutely not. No thanks. Cannot do that. On a 777 as well. That was on a 777. Yeah, told him. I straight up told him, cannot do that. I told him I can do 160 knots. Or I told him I can do 160 to 4 or 170 to 5. Cannot do 170 to 4. Because I have standardized approach criteria that I must maintain. Yeah, they are. With that said, the 777s don't, aside from BA1, 777s aren't that popular at Baltimore. Clear Dallas approach. Don't know why that went off. Noted. I'm keeping an eye on that train very closely. I think we're about to turn on like 30 seconds. Keeping an eye on that train though, because that train is a little worrisome.
Mercia traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo is short final runway 23. Mercia traffic.
That ridge is a Mercia traffic, AirNott 35 Papa turning final now. ILS approach runway 23, maintain speed 170 knots, maintain till 5 DME. Mercia traffic. And good, I got the field in sight. Once glide ship established, just get the gear down. Alright, landing lights on, good. Let's arm those. Yeah, I don't see fry. And Mercia traffic, you're not. 35 Papa is now fully established. ILS approach runway 23. Gonna reduce now to speed 160 knots. Maintain till 5 or maintain till 40. I mean, Mercia traffic. Get the gear down as I'm getting the glide. All right. In case I go around up to. As much as we can go. That's the answer.
Mercia traffic. Iberia 9 Romeo is clear of runway 23 on Bravo, taxiing to apron via Echo 2 Foxtrot Delta 1. Mercia traffic.
Mercia traffic, you're not 3-5 Papa is now 6-mile final, runway 23, Mercia traffic. Lights on, good. Alright, lights on, gear down, flaps full, ground spoilers armed. Alright. Continue approach. Mercia traffic, AirNott 3-5 Papa, now 4-mile final, runway 23, reducing now final approach speed, 131 knots. Mercia traffic. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My controls. Okay, I gotta get better at this, especially for the next leg. It's good practice here.
Approaching. 2, 3.
Final call, Mercia traffic, AirNott 3-5 Papa, now short final runway 23, final call, Mercia traffic. The patterns in the ILS appear to be pretty spot on, I think.
500.
Maybe just want to be a tad lower, so I can hand off decently.
100 above.
Continue approach, stable approach, runways in sight, clear to land, no traffic on the runway, minimum instructs continue approach.
Minibar.
Continue.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 10, 5.
Oh dear, another crater. Damn it. I think I went a little hard on the reversers there. Or a little early. I think that was the issue. But in fairness, I actually have a reasonable excuse this time. This time of getting used to new controls. As opposed to the beginning of the year.
1,200 meters remaining.
Four, three, two, one. Mercia traffic, you're not 35, Papa, now clear of the runway, taxing to parking at our discretion. Mercia traffic. Well, it wasn't as bad as Faro. I'll tell you that much. That said, though, I'm not going to go into the delusional state that Dave went into. Flaps away, ground splits away. This actually doesn't look that bad. I mean, certainly default, but I mean, it doesn't look hideous either. Looks pretty damn nice for, it was 411 feet per minute. You think it's going to be 9.95? Possibly. I think it's going to be closer to 9.8, but we'll see. Because that approach was stable. And we were on centerline there, like at Faro. That's it though. It was a bit hard. Just take this to the end here. Oh, you know what it did me? The higher elevation. That's what did me. I didn't account for that. I'm still landing at sea level, not 400 feet above it. Alright, APU on. Turn both engines off. Let's cool down for a moment. In the meantime. Alright. What's the damage, NewSky? 9.72. It was 9.72. But it was dead centerline. Max centerline deviation 1.59 meters. Average 0.79 meters. So it was dead accurate in that front. Alright. Let's quickly update. I just need to update the throttles and recalibrate them. And then whilst doing that, then we can work on stuff. Or then we can begin to get the aircrafts ready for the next leg. Let's do. Just 1 second. Just 1 second, guys. Where? Homestead.
Passengers bus is coming.
Throttle. But that wasn't it. These are the throttles. Very comfortable. Snap Pro. Yes. Just 1 second, everyone. Let me just get these throttles updating. Then we can begin to prepare for the next leg. Alright, it's updating. Alright, let's, in the meantime, dismiss. Alright. My flights, or my awards, European detour. So I'm out, already 11% the way done. Next one is to Gibraltar. Take the A319. And I'll go ahead and set off blocks. Give me 905 instead. Alright. And you know, I'm gonna be stupid here. You know what? Screw it. Never mind. That's one bit done on this one. New flight. XNO 385 Papa. I'm really having a hard time adjusting to the 385 Papa call sign again. What's this IKO again? No, let me just get NewSky again. Let me do it. CFM. Alright, there you go. And this is not. Alright, so now that that's done, let me just do a quick recalibration. We'll pre-file this on VATSIM. Alright. My flights. Mass imbalance. Reset all. Import. Mass imbalance. Load aircraft fast. Init. Request. Meanwhile, I just want to quickly delete controls. Let me just quickly clear this calibration. Max reverse. Good. Idle reverse. Idle. And of course, this camera can't reset. Fucked up there. Of course, it's not working. Alright. Climb. Flex. Toga. Store calibration. There we go. Alright, now we're going to continue setting up the aircraft. Knit. X-ray November Oscar 3-5 Papa. I won't be able to fly to it. No, whatever. Well, I should be able to fly with David on that. Third. Well, he's not gonna get that down. Alright. I'm not gonna go to 7. I wanna go to I'm gonna go to 5-0. Unless anyone objects to that. Cost index 40. Alright. You're taking 2-5? Alright. What's your departure looking like, out of curiosity? the Denso 1 Lima out of 05. Denso 1 Lima. And once I'm airborne, we'll get some pilot waypoints. The preliminary one I don't need. Alright, what's the updated meter? So surely there's going to be updated meter. There's that AOC menu. Weather request. Then push. I need another few minutes, but push, get the separation on me. Better do that now. Alright. 51.2. 29.2. Zero 5. Damn, this is gonna be a quick takeoff. There's gonna be one quick ass takeoff. Flex 766, 122, 122, 126. Did you all hear that Linus Sebastian bought a private jet? 22, 122, 126. Flaps a 1. Uh-oh. Yeah, I understand. Alright, Pete Moss. Let's just say I'm not. I understand why people are pissed. I mean, as Jake said, it's hard to see yourself working for an ethical company whilst you are unable to make, whilst you worry about paying your bills, but you see him buy a third house and now a private jet. So I just got the wind out, and then I'm ready for push as well. So, but I mean, at this
3 Romeo radio check.
I get you 5x5. How me?
Passengers
5x5, thank you. Mercia traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo, stand 2, push and start facing southwest. Mercia traffic.
Alright, actually what I'm gonna do with GSX is I'm gonna push and start. Actually, I'm gonna push straight, I think. That depends on how Fry pushes.
Passengers with boarding start.
Set up GSX or not? Yep. Alright. Just go ahead and restart GSX. I don't need it to do all the other stuff. But this oh dear. find Ryanair. I'm gonna push on. I'm gonna push straight. Good semi. Pushing start onto. I'm gonna face north on. I'm just gonna push onto onto Fox Delta 1 intersection. No, well, I'm gonna push straight, right? Okay, here's what we should do. Yeah. So I'm gonna push straight on into this intersection here. You push facing north, right? So we're going. Oh wait, am I being stupid here? I am. Damn it. All right. In that case, I'm gonna push. You push. You go. You push. Yeah, face southwest, and as an idiot, we're taking a different departure runway. Yeah. Yeah, you push first, and then I'll push. Right. I also still have 5 minutes left on what do I call it? On NewSky, so. Tail strike. tail strike. We got ourselves a tail strike. That's just too funny. That's just too funny. I'm sorry. That's just too funny. No, even then it would be immediate qualification for what to call that's just too funny. I'm sorry, that's too funny. Alright. I need to actually get my aircraft ready for push. Then I'll push and start face north because I don't have any other options. But I'll wait for him. Yeah, I saw that happening. You know, actually, a quick edit. Should I go on the map? Let's see what I can work with here. Can I have some autograph to this? Let me see what I can do here. Oh wait, oh this will work fine. Oh, this will work fine. This will work fine. Alright. Bacon's on. Quick mix release. Mercy of traffic, you're not 35 Papa, stand wherever we are, pushing start now, facing north, will be short, will hold short of Delta 1 in the push. Mercy of traffic. Oh wait, I don't have the AP bleed on. Yeah. Alright.
Mercia traffic. Iberia 3 Romeo taxiing runway 05 at Alpha 1 via Delta 1 Foxtrot, Echo 1 and Alpha 1. Mercia traffic.
Parking brake set.
Also my butt issues. My plane's butt.
Confirm good engine start.
We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Alright. What I need now is to start fucking NewSky. And quickly flash the flight directors. And what the fuck is this thing doing with its route? Oh, I know what it's doing. It's going up and around. I know what it's doing. It's weird. Okay. He said, take that, TT. What do you mean, TT? Alright, anyway, let's see. Oh, the, thing. Yeah. Alright. Flight controls. Full left. Full right. Checked. Rudder looking fine. Proceed traffic, AirNott 385 Papa, taxiing now, holding point Alpha 1 for runway 05 via Delta 1 Foxtrot Echo to hold Alpha 1. Mercia traffic. Right, probably you have to remember that I'm not that up to tune with a lot of this generation's bullshit. So, I'm like grumpy, but worse. But Grumpy's also from a different generation. If you know what I mean. I don't get a lot of acronyms. Alright. I still don't. I'm sorry. So I still don't get it. Oh, maybe I see it now. The tee up, crying face. I think I get it now. I have to remind me of that next time, or just use the emoji. Alright. I'm going initial climb up to whatchamacallit, or up to 250. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm just not up to tune. We're just not up to snuff.
Marcia traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo, taking off runway 05 by the Danco 1 Lima departure, initial climb 9000. Marcia traffic.
Let's get out of here. Let's get off to Gibraltar. And hopefully, with a little luck, I'll be there by 6:30 in the morning. So I can get off to bed. On the bright side, yesterday's work was pretty damn good, so it's not like I came home and I was super exhausted. Oh, nice. Where are you flying out of? Out of curiosity. Flying Heathrow to Singapore, or something like that. I assume it's a long haul. Kennedy Heathrow. Nice. Nice. No, you could always go from out of Baltimore. Oh, nice. That'd be pretty damn good. Mercia traffic, AirNott 385, Papa lining up now, runaway 05 at Alpha 1, Mercia traffic. You're not gonna get.
Approaching 05.
You're not gonna get 250 out of this one. You won't get 250.
On runway 05.
You'll get closer to. You'll get like 150 or maybe 160, but you won't get 250. The Baltimore route won't give me. I think there's only been 1 or 2 times that I've gotten anything above 200. Right. Actually, no, he's still. Never mind.
Marcia traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo, airborne passing 2,500, continuing now flight level 130, Marcia traffic.
Right, once airborne, I have to put in some pilot waypoints, so we won't be doing that much hand flying. It'll be like 8, or sorry, it'll be like 6.5, something like that. All right. Just gonna wait until he's about 7, maybe 10 miles out. Then I'll depart.
On runway 05. On runway 05.
Give enough separation. Oh yeah, yeah. Will have single-handedly covered someone covered someone's crash. Almost. Pretty damn good. Keep the VA profitable.
On runway 05.
Did you see the new Around the World tour that Grumpy put out this week? Mercia traffic, you're not 35. Papa, take off now. Runway 05 on the Dinko 1 Lima departure. We'll go straight. Oh, sorry, we'll go unrestricted climb up to flight level 250. Mercia traffic.
On runway 05.
Man Flex 66 SRS green auto thrust.
05.
That makes sense. 1 and rotate. Pause right here. I just feel like I got a whole lot more control for this thing in that takeoff. Flaps away.
Marcia traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo, further climb now, flight level 270, final call, Marcia traffic.
I think by holding this thing up here, I have a whole lot more control over it. Rather than I was holding it like down here. Put it with a nice firm grip. Continue hand slide for a little bit. And follow them flight directions. Marcia traffic, you're on 35, pop now airborne, passing 5,000, climbing now, flight level 250, Marcia traffic. Oh, you should feel how it is on this. Oh, this thing's amazing. I was told it'd feel different, and it does. Now I'm yet to try David's CO profile, but I think I'm gonna stick with the Neo one because it does help out the heavies. Now, and Grumpy does prefer the CO one, and yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with the CO. Or I think I'm gonna stick with the Neo one. Oh, nice. Yeah, you might. You might. You just gotta hope that it's a full flight. So, but even if you don't, right, you can still do like a. Let's say you get to. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, you might. You might. I know on average I'm making about 150 now for my Baltimore Heathrow route. So, but worst case scenario, you can still get to 1 million. All you have to do is do like a little short flight from, let's say, FAR to Heathrow or something, and you'll easily top 1 million then. Even if you don't get to it in this one. Oh yeah, in that case you should. In that case you should. I'm loving this stick right now. Now that I've been able to figure out how to hold it correctly. And I'm still hand flying passing 14. No. Yeah, it is nice. I just got to continue to get used to it. That's the issue. Yeah, forwards back, especially backwards. It's really stiff. But I mean, it works. Outside of rotor pedals, I think this is it for sim upgrades this year. To be 100% honest. So I mean, I've been told I really need to get on with the Escape the US fund, which I do believe. Which I very much agree with. I'm gonna hand fly it all the way up to altitude, I think. You're in the you're in the flip by wire. All right, I'll show you in a moment. Go into data, then hit the right arrow, and then you should see pilot waypoints. I'll show you in a moment. I'm gonna continue to hand fly this thing now, all the way up to altitude. I'm enjoying it. But is it something that exists on the flip by wire though? Because that's what he's in. Yeah, do what Joanna says. So reference heading from that, and then distance. Of this, the proper way to fly buses. Alright, I'm gonna begin to put those waypoints in. So, if we were to take a look here at Navigraph. Alright, don't worry, I'm gonna show you. Alright. Alright. Do what I do. Alright, so if we were to look at the map here, it's runway... Shit. Joanna, you said we're not allowed to go over this bit here, right? That means we have to like kind of turn final about here. Right? Not allowed to yeah, it'll be 09. We can get oh yeah, no, it'll be 09. Well, you're not technically supposed to fly over. Yeah, Joanna, it's a circled land, I guess, in a way. Right? Am I wrong about that, or am I? There's a chart. If you check the approach. Oh, it's brutal. Yes, already. All right, but shit. It's gonna be it's gonna be interesting. Hopefully, we don't crash an aircraft, and Joanna pay for it. Great. Okay. That's 920 feet. Oh shit. Alright, so is it fair to assume that's about a mile off the run? Here, let me look at Earth. Approaches. So yeah. All right. So Joanna, is it fair to assume? So it's that's like the line right there. So we have to like. And it is, because winds are certainly not 2-7 favorable. Can't in 15 knot tailwind. A line that you shall not cross. Yeah. So so Joanna, we're not able to go in this blue line, right? We're not allowed to go in this blue line, if I understand that correctly. We're allowed to go in this line, or we're allowed to go outside of this blue line, but not in the blue line. No blue. Yeah, I know. Alright. So in that case, shit. So that means that's not much. Okay. This is even more. I might have to hold for a minute. Whilst I plan this out. First off, 09. All right. We're trying. We're on our way to Gibraltar. We're not allowed to fly over Spanish airspace. We'll come back, by the way. Okay, so I need a waypoint. 09. The winds are not favorable at all. Winds 003 is 15. So 2-7 I've done a few times, but we can't go 7-2 because that knocks on the tailwind limits of the 319. So we have to go 08. Start 09. So I guess set up a waypoint. Set up a line that I do not cross then. the best way to do that. A fix. Use the end of the pier as a turning point for final. Okay. Are you? So I assume that you're talking about this one right here. Right. This one right here. Oh, or sorry. Oh, sorry. Spanish side. So right here, right. This one. Spanish side. So right here, there's a long pier. Turn final about there. Okay. And then just a line. That the long pier not attached. So this one then. Yeah, I can get that. That makes more sense. Then turn, yeah, and actually looking at that makes a lot more sense. All right. And then just go in there. So turn final gently. Yeah, I can see. Let me just set auto brake medium before I forget. All right. So in terms of pilot waypoints, I'm going to go ahead and go measure. So I guess what I'm doing is about there. Don't fly over it, but have it on your left finger. Just go about there. Go about there. And that's kind of like my indicator right there. That turn final, kind of. So it was what I think I have to get in. Just in China. And then in terms of what I should look like in this, right? In the what do we call it? In the body of water. Guess I need to be on the temperature side. So right about here, right? And that sets us up for literally 2-mile final. So I'm not ready for this. All right. So in terms of pilot waypoints, $24 miles, heading at 250 degrees. I might have to hold for a minute. Okay. On the bright side, we have plenty of fuel. And if we need to, we can go ahead and divert to Spanish airport. Or divert back to FAR or something. Alright. Data, pilot. Great. Pilot waypoints. So that is going to be from PMOS. Alright, fry. So that's PMOS, the heading of 250 degrees. They had a, and then that's a 24 miles. Call that make sure I'm writing these down. Okay. Store that one. And then new waypoint from Jib GW. That'll be 350 degrees. And then that'll be 7 miles. Yes. The Jibs. All right. Let me add that to the flight plan. Top descent is in about 10 minutes. All right. Wait, what? Why did it not do that? Why did it not add it to the flight plan? Unless it did something wrong there. All right, from PMOS. Why is it not? Yes. Jib GW, right? Jib GW. And then Jibs. Yeah, it is, unfortunately. All right. This is known as a challenge. Therefore, it's not known as being an easy one. Okay, fine. Yeah. Start the runway. Thank you. You know what? I'm gonna reduce speed. Give me 280 knots. That'll help me out. AirNott 35 Papa reducing now speed 280 knots due to traffic separation. Traffic. Alright, Grumpy, do you know why it's not putting this in? So I have a pilot waypoint here. Right. I have jib DW from PMOS to 50 degrees 24 heading, right? Or 24 miles. As planned out. Then I go into the flight plan. PMOS. Jib DW. Right, next waypoint. And it doesn't put in. Any ideas? I think so. Right, so it's in the data. Pilot waypoints, right? I mean, you can check. PMOS, 250 degree heading 24, distance of 24 miles. Right, and then I have that one, and then I have this one, which is based on this first one. Yeah, I think so. So, because if you were to look at the map here, right, plan is go down to the south, right, and then go in, right? Click on PMOS in the flight plan, then set. Right. Wrong button, idiot.
Gibraltar traffic, Iberia 9 Romeo, starting our descent out of flight level 270 for flight level 170. Gibraltar traffic.
Jib DW. No. Jib. Here, you know, I'm gonna try something. I'm just gonna try something. Wonder if it's annoyed that using it for another one. No, still nothing. Alright, in that case, try it. PMOS /250 / 24. Actually, I have to set that out. Set up with a point of reference. I have the point of reference being PMOS. Right. Oh, I have to just get the radar vectors, unfortunately. Just being weird. Yeah. Actually, I'm interested. I'll just get radar vectors. We need to begin our descent like now. All right. Gibraltar traffic, AirNott 35 Papa, beginning descent now. Flight level go initially down to flight level 110. Gibraltar traffic. Just a point. It's been. It's just a point called. Does not know where it is. Okay. All right. Let me get this descent going first. Now, okay, here's a stupid question though, because we're flying out of Spain, right? So, aren't we already violating their airspace? So haven't we already wouldn't it just be, wouldn't it not matter? So there's a more technical question actually.
Gibraltar traffic, Iberia 9 Romeo, or yeah, Iberia 9. No. Stand by.
You're saying altitude matters even though we started in Spain, right?
I got traffic down to 65 per hour, less runway 12, 4.5 miles.
I'm not trying to cheat the rules here. I'm just curious. We started at I'm gonna show you. You see it or Lima Echo Mike India. So
Gibraltar traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo, further descent now, flight level 900, Gibraltar traffic.
Alright. I'm just gonna go radar vectors, I think, because we're approaching and we still need to put in destination data. I'm gonna go borrow 1000. QNH. All right, fair. what's the meter? 1024. Temp 18. 0 degrees 13. Alright, and only around Gibraltar. Just be down. Alright. Alright, in that case, I'm going to set a fix. That begins. No, maybe that's not gonna be useful. Yeah, I understand that. So they made it pain. Alright. Yeah, I got that part. Yeah, I got that part. Alright. Yeah, I noticed a while back. Alright. Where is Ryan? Use that essentially at PMOS now. Typically in the yeah, that makes sense.
Gibraltar traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo, final descent now 3,000 feet. Gibraltar traffic.
Alright. Kirby, you'll be happy. I hand flew I hand flew the aircraft all the way up to all the way up to flight level 230. Did I ever turn off the landing lights? I don't think I did. Oops. Whatever. Alright. Gibraltar traffic, AirNott 3 flight Papa reducing now speed to 50 knots. Gibraltar traffic. So we're just gonna have to go visual approach here, I think. Oh, it is by definition a visual approach, but just try not to fuck it up. Energy management and height. Okay. So by the time I turn final, that's what, roughly 500 feet? As you make as I make the turn, okay. Noted. Gibraltar traffic, AirNott 3 by Papa reduce descending now altitude descending now flight level 9 or 0, turning now at the heading of 190 degrees due to traffic separation. Gibraltar traffic. Introducing now speed 220 knots. Gibraltar traffic. Alright. Gentle noted. In the turn, about 900 feet. Alright, so here's a question. Or here's an idea. Okay, that's 2 miles out. That's 2.5. That's 2.2 miles out. Gonna quickly create another, or I'm gonna quickly try to create another pilot waypoint. C. That will be from LXGB. And that'll be at 2.5 miles on a 270 degree heading. Look at the chat. Look at the chat. Look at the chat. It makes sense when you realize it. It does make sense. That it's I want 170.
Gibraltar traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo reducing final approach speed. Gibraltar traffic.
Alright. Gibraltar traffic, AirNott 35 Papa, turning now, heading 270 degrees, descending now altitude 3,000 feet to Gibraltar traffic. There was a poll that said 99% to Argentina. Interesting. Alright, now I have that waypoint. And then get this getting annoying. How this is not keeping that. And Gibraltar traffic, AirNott 35 Papa reducing now speed 190 knots due to traffic separation. Gibraltar traffic.
Gibraltar traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo is entering the visual approach for runway 09er. Wish me luck. Gibraltar traffic.
Good luck. Alright, good thing is that I have the field in sight now. Alright, well, I have my no cross line, so I have that line. Don't have another line over here, but hopefully it doesn't come to that. What's the QH again? 1024. Yes, there we go. Keep that pier in the left of your window, and you'll be fine. All right. Gibraltar traffic, AirNott 35 Papa, turning now, heading 290 degrees. Reducing now, speed 160 knots. Gibraltar traffic. Try to get a visual on it in a moment. Is it just me or does Microsoft Flight Sim tend to have no, should be. Yeah, I guess like chunks, I guess. Never mind. Gibraltar traffic, you're not 3-5 Papa or descending at altitude 2,000 feet. Gibraltar traffic. 4.7 tons of fuel. Or sorry, how much fuel do we have on us? First weight. 4,800. Slightly tighter than Jira. Okay. Thank you for that.
$2,500.
Noted. And I'm clearly on a little sooner, but that's fine. So, I have full speed brakes. Got to level off. And Gibraltar traffic, you're not 3-5 Papa's going to reduce the now final approach speed 140 knots. Sorry, 135 knots. Gibraltar traffic. Oh, we're fine. Yeah, I know. Oh, looks like he's done it. Yeah, he has done it, unfortunately. We already have one diplomatic incident. Gibraltar traffic, you're not 3-5 Papa entering the visual for runway 05, Gibraltar traffic. Could have done a set on a
Gibraltar
better.
traffic, Iberia 3 Romeos on shore frontal runway 09, Gibraltar traffic.
Well, he's done it, so he already broke international airspace. Only technically, though. Only technically. Not by much. Alright, so keep that pier in the left window. That's when.
Gibraltar traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo going around. Climbing 5,000, runway heading, Gibraltar traffic.
Oh dear. Alright, my turn. The name for this first try. Alright. Yeah, I noticed. It's a captain only landing. I think Captain Steve, or not Steve. Pete said something about that. Oh, it's fun. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My controls.
Gibraltar traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo, turning right heading 180. Gibraltar traffic.
I'm too far right. Okay. Try not to go over that line.
100 above.
Continue.
1000.
Too steep of a turn.
Minima.
Continue for now. We're gonna try to get this thing down. All right.
Gibraltar traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo, descending 3000. Gibraltar traffic.
I see it now.
Gibraltar traffic, Iberia 3 Romeo, turning right heading 225. Gibraltar traffic.
All right, I think I can still rescue this.
Don't sink.
Mm,
Don't sink.
I'm fine.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Yep.
Don't sink.
Gibraltar
Don't
traffic,
sink.
Iberia 3 Romeo, turning right heading 270, reducing final
Don't
approach speed,
sink.
descending 3000. Gibraltar traffic.
Don't sink. 40, 30, 20.
Don't sink.
Retard.
All right. Well, that's another crater, but that's fine. Down. Thanks. That's fine. Gibraltar traffic here, not 35 Papa, now clear the runway. And I did not pull a David. All right. Yeah, I don't think so. Well, maybe. I think I've gotten 200 feet per minute, I think. Thank you, Grumpy, for the help.
Gibraltar traffic, Iberia 3 Romeos on the visual, runway 09, Gibraltar traffic.
I just need to very quickly verify that I did not break Spanish airspace, which I don't think I did. Try to hug the pier a bit more. Okay. Let's see if you. Okay. Noted. Alright. Let me just get the flaps up. Oh, come on, Sim. Don't fail me now. Oh, that's fine. Just a little burst. Alright, let's see. Well, Fry, you're straight after this. Surely you gotta be running low on fuel. Alright. Where is it? Tower view. This is so annoying. The fact that's doing that. Alright. I think you've gone over airspace again. Yeah, you certainly have. Damn. Only barely. Alright, let's take a look at this. There he is. I just gotta get used to. Yeah, 30 minutes. Okay. Looks yeah, a little on the high side. Does not look. Oh, maybe. That's okay. You're not okay. You gotta go around. Surely. Surely he's all. Surely you're going around now. Oh, actually, not bad. Now that's looking a little bit more tidy. Looks better than me. Perfectly in the touchdown markers. Alright. What did a NewSky think of that? Oh, I haven't shut down my engines yet. AP's available. Good. Beacons off. What did NewSky think of that?
Gibraltar traffic, Iberia 3 Romeos, clear of runway 09, taxiing to stands. Gibraltar traffic.
9.35. So that's 3 nines. No, that's fine. Still higher than the Faro one. But hey, it's a challenge. Dismiss. GSX. Alright. What is the next leg? Because I might do the next leg now.
Passengers bus is
The next like 600 miles. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here for the night, I think. Now I do just need to very quickly verify that I did not go into Spanish airspace at all. I don't think I did. That's the measuring tool out the way.
passengers will board the
I did not. Perfect. Perfect. I was nice and far from that. Wait, what? What do you mean? That's a diplomatic incident? Yeah, and then take a look at what Fry. Okay, Fry had 2 diplomatic incidents. Well, that that makes sense. Right, but I did not go into Spanish airspace. Well, I did, but I also started out in Spanish airspace. So, but on the approach, though, I did not bad. All right. Are those passengers walking off all right? In only slightly limping. All right. Let's finish. Let's finish offboarding. Let's finish shutting down the aircraft. Okay. Wing lights off. Strobies off. Got ground power. Pull from that. APU off. Yeah, Fry managed to pull that out a lot better than I did. So, yes, it is my first 09 landing. I've done 27 3 times now, I think. First time with 09, and I think it's by far been the most challenging approach with the new stick. But I feel like the new stick, I'm actually getting a hold of it now. I just need to hold it from up here, not turn like down here. To hold it from up here, and then it's a little easier. I have a bit more control over it, even if it's tiny movements. Thanks. I mean, did have a crater. I've had 3 craters. So, okay, the sim's getting annoying now, which does make sense. So, all right, it is 6:15 in the morning here. Fry, before you I haven't decided yet. Maybe. I'll keep you updated. We might do it. A Baltimore Heathrow. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So, all right. That is about all I'm doing for tonight. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It's been an absolute blast. Thank you, Crumpy, for helping out with the with this approach, because I would not, without that visual reference point, I would have not been able to do what I was able to do. Thank you, Adriana, for tuning in. Don't know if Ben's still with us, but I'm off to bed. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I don't know what the plan is for tonight. I haven't really decided. We might do Baltimore Heathrow. I don't know. Keep everyone updated on the Discord. On my Discord, not David's. But anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in. And I'll see you on the next one. So long.